Hello, beautiful friends. Welcome to winter in Portugal. Can you believe this sight? Welcome to my 2022 bullet journal setup plus January plan with me. And for those of you who are here for the first time, thanks for coming and feel welcome. It's January and the sight here is these beautiful flowers everywhere you look and this warm weather, unbelievable. When I was looking for a theme for my new bullet journal, I couldn't help myself. I had to be inspired by all these beautiful flowers around me. Well, just take a look of what I got specially for you in this video. Well, this planner was a gift from my daughter and I truly love it. She knows me so well. She picked up the perfect color for me, this beautiful green. These, along with the flowers that I told you about, gave me all the inspiration I needed for this beautiful planner I'm about to show you. So come along with me. This time I decided to print a lot of stuff to make some collages on my bullet journal. If you remember last year's video of the 2021 setup, one of my wishes was to make more collages. Now, I can say that is a technique that I use a lot. So I made these printables, especially these washi tapes for printing with my color palette. Well, I'm selling these printables, just the washi tapes, not the drawings and the other stuff, because those are things that I got from the internet. But these washi tapes were created by me, so I'm selling those, and you can get all the information you need on my Instagram. You can see it all in the description of this video. If you're interested, please go check that out. And I'll be using it in some of my pages, you'll see. This is the cover, well, the beginning of my bullet journal. I came up with this drawing thinking about the theme I wanted for this journal, thinking about the moment in my life where I am. And last year wasn't an easy year for me, so I feel like this new year I want a rebirth, and that's gonna be the theme for my whole year. Some of you like to come up with a word to give a theme to the year, and I also like that idea, so my word is rebirth. In Portuguese, renascer. I feel that I have to rebirth, and this drawing is an hourglass. In its upper side, it has the night, which for me symbolizes a dark time, a tough time. And then the hourglass just transforms that night into creation, into life. Transforms the night into light to come from a tough time, but somehow that toughness gives you the knowledge and really what you need to get through that time and come up stronger, It's funny how the same drawing can have all these different interpretations. I first posted this drawing on my Instagram and someone left me a comment saying that the night for that person was something beautiful. She really was a night person and she loved the night. And for me, it's not that I don't like the night, but in this drawing, it's kind of the opposite. That's the beauty of art. Somehow your drawing stands alone by itself. It makes a statement. Everyone can look at it and find the meaning in it that really speaks to themselves, So this drawing somehow was not just this that I meant with it. May have an old different meaning, and that always fascinates me. On this first page, I also always put my contact, my name, and my email address. The materials, I used a lot of stuff, really. I used my white acrylic marker. I used gel pens with glitter on it to make that perfect starry night. Highlighters, yes, I started painting with my highlighters because I love the pastel blue and the pastel green, and they were perfect for my theme. I made that background from the dark green to the light, once more like a restatement of the whole theme of the drawing. I used oil pastels, I used color pencils, my black gel pen for the line work. I wrote these words, "Let time work its magic," because I do believe that time makes magic happen. Sometimes when you don't see how something can be fixed, I really think that time is magic. So this night is turning into beautiful light and life, with these beautiful sprouts just growing out of it. That's my wish for this year. Well, in this second spread, I finally wrote the word I wanted for this year. As I told you, rebirth, but I wrote it in Portuguese, and I made another drawing that really symbolizes that for me, which is a heart with flowers coming out of it. And for this one, I'm using colored pencils once more to make all these shades of pink for the heart and also on the background. And I used gel pens, I think metallic ones, for the flowers and the sprouts, the gold and the green, which will be the main colors of my whole setup for this year. Of course, you know me, and I don't promise to keep on using only these colors throughout the year. Probably not. Well, at least the gold I intend on using very, very often. And maybe the green too. After all, green for me represents nature and life. And that's all about what I want this year. They can cut your branches, but if they leave your trunk, you will rebirth. And on the bottom of the page, I wrote the meaning of the word rebirth. For me, means a new opportunity of doing better, to restart, to win, even though you're afraid, always with hope and resilience. And next is my index page. I always keep that in the beginning of my bullet journal. And next is my future log. This is a really simple setup because, like most of you, I don't have much time to do this, but at the same time, I love this creation part of it, So I have to do something, although simple. It has to be aesthetic, at least for me, and hopefully real quick to do. So if you like the spreads, you can try them out on your own bullet journal. Don't forget to show me if you do, okay? I'd love to see. I printed the small calendars, a little bit similar of my last year's spread, because I really liked the way I did it. I've got a few symbols for my events, my work, birthdays, and the holidays. I don't know if I'm forgetting something. And this spread really helps me to have a glance of the whole year. Next, I have my feminine page. It's the page where I track my period and my breast palpation. And because this is my feminine page, I decided to include the color pink, which I hadn't until now, and this beautiful illustration by Kelly Angelivic that I think looks perfect here. And here the materials were just my gel pens. Simple, but this layout really works for me. And for me, the point of making this old bullet journal stuff, it's to make spreads the way they work for you. Otherwise, they would just be pretty or something, but it wouldn't work. So for me, what's the point? That's the beauty of this method. Anyone can make it as it works best for them, And on the right side of this spread, I have my social tracker. This year I decided to use a ruler. There's something I don't think I ever used in my previous bullet journals. And here you can see my printable washi tapes. For the video ideas page, which is this one, I glued some of the drawings that I printed. Once more, I used my gel pens and I used this template to make my lettering. And another smaller template for the lettering. And the next page is my YouTube planning. Last year I was really too ambitious and left a lot of pages for my YouTube planning. Well, I ended up not using, I think, half of it. So this year I think I'm being more realistic and I really hope I can fill this up till the end. And also some more washi tape. Then I have a little space for notes. My references page, where I'm gonna write my references in art, bullet journal, organization, decoration, and other stuff that I might want. And then I have a memo page. It's for me to write some reminders of things that I really don't want to forget. Once more, this layout is really simple. I'm sure you can do that in no time. And then another pretty spread and very simple, which is the things to check out, where I have the things I want to check out, a box where I put a tick if I checked it out, and the date. It's just this simple. On the right side I have my leisure page, where I put the movies, the books, the documentaries, the series I watch, and other stuff that I want to take note. On this spread I have my I want to learn /do page and my wish list. Once again, very simple spreads. Some words that are meaningful for me, and that's it. I'll talk about it more in the end of this video, because this was such a quick spread to make that I'm gonna jump to the next spread already. It's my go out page and my good memories page. Once more, really simple, but I loved it. These two colors really go well together, gold and green. Next, finally, we get to January. And this year, and I'll keep on gluing a big calendar in the cover of the month. And on the back, I have a table for my finances organization, which like last month, if you go check out my December bullet journal video, I started doing this way. I just have my bills to pay on my table just to keep track of it, and that's really enough. That works for me. Then I used my gel pens, some simple lettering, the sprouts again, and I used that letter template once more for the name of the month and the 2022, and that's it. Oh, I forgot, I wrote an inspirational quote for this month, and I want to do that for all the months throughout the year. I hope I don't forget that, because I really think it's a good idea. And for now I chose a goal without a plan is just a wish. I kept on going with the weeks, first, second, third and fourth week of January. Each 2 pages will be 1 week, and I used one more material in this, which is washi tape. This washi tape is a real washi tape, not a printable one, because I had this cute polka dot washi tape that really went well with my color scheme. Now I skipped a lot of pages, I counted all the pages I needed for the rest of the months of the year. And after that, I wanted to put my 2022 themes spread, which is this that you're watching. It's simple again, with just the 3 colors I've been using. Oh, I have pink also, I didn't remember. I love the pink so much in my Feminine's page that I wanted to include it here once more. I've already put the theme for January. I replicated the sprouts and wrote the theme phrase, and throughout the year I'll be doing the same for the other months. Next, I have a page which is once more a really simple layout and also a very elegant one, where I want to put, by the end of the year, the main works art-related that I did. Next is my work checklist. I use this checklist mainly for my illustration work. And after this, I have my work planning, once more for art-related work. This is my last spread, really, because I don't know how much space I'll be needing to plan the work I'll be doing. And then the grid spacing that I was almost forgetting, so I just have to include it by the end of my bullet journal. but really the end of my bullet journal is these 2 pages where I included this envelope, this little cute envelope that I made. That's also part of my printables for selling. Those printable washi tapes and this cute envelope in a color palette that you want. So this cute envelope is for me to put a letter for the future me, and I'll be receiving it by the end of the year. And last but not least, my absolute favorite part of all this project, it's a DIY craft that I really love doing. This journal came with 2 silk ribbons, those green ones, which were page markers. I love them, but my basic color scheme for this year was green and gold. I had to include 1 more page marker, all in gold, and I have these gold leaves, this beautiful gold leaves ribbon. I glued it onto the speed bump of the notebook, and there you go, I have 3 page markers now. And like that wasn't enough, I had to do something more to it. I had to use these beautiful gold beads, so I grabbed my sewing box and put my hands on approach. And look how simple it is, a labor of love. You can also do that if you love this idea as much as I do. And it looks so distinguished at the end. I love it so much. Just a few stitches and there you go. 3 beautiful distinguished page markers, and you have your own unique bullet journal. What do you think? Look how beautiful it looks with my spreads. I made these markers for the months of the year with washi tape. I think I lost my footage, didn't I? I guess I did. I'm sorry for that, but it's really simple to do that. You just have to glue a bit of washi tape in the place of the page that you want. You go down the pages so you can see them all at the end, and you just use a permanent marker to write down the letters of the months, and just gives that delightful touch at the end, you know. It's like the cherry on top of the cake. I think it's so beautiful. I'm in love with this bullet journal. I'm sorry. I think it shows. I'm really impressed with myself this year, if I may say so. But hey, let me show you from beginning to end. Hey guys, so I'm finally ready to show you my bullet journal setup for 2022. This is the cover page with a few words that I find meaningful for this year and my contacts. The theme for the whole year, which is the word renascer, which is Portuguese for rebirth, my index. The future log, my feminine page with this beautiful illustration by Kelly Angelovic, my social tracker, a video ideas page, my YouTube planning with space for a few notes, my references page, a memo page, things to check out, the leisure page, my wish list with big wishes, the page quero aprender / fazer, which means I want to learn / do, By now you know that sometimes I write in English and sometimes I write in Portuguese. I don't know why. Really, some things make more sense to me in English and sometimes it makes more meaning for me in Portuguese. I don't know why. Although the title is in Portuguese, the inspirational note is in English. Never stop learning because life never stops teaching. Passear, which means going out, e boas memórias and good memories. Now the beginning of my month, January. A goal without a plan is just a wish. That makes a lot of sense to me because sometimes I just dream and I don't make plans, so it doesn't come true. One of my page markers, this one I made it all by myself, as you could see. I love it. I got my calendar. I've got my payments and the beginning of the month, then the first week, second week, third week, and fourth week, all in this theme of rebirth. Very simple. I just drew these sprouts in 3 colors, green, gold, and black. Really simple. And now, because I have the markers for the months, I know where my months end. This is December. Well, the space for December. And then I got another marker for this page where I keep the themes throughout the year. I've already filled the rectangular for January and written the inspirational phrase. Then I got these pages where I want to remind myself of what I've made throughout the year, art related. Once more in Portuguese, o que produzi em 2022. Then I've got the other marker for my works checklist. Every time I have some work to do, art related, I come here and I put it on my list. And the planning, the work planning. This is going to be the rest of my BuJo because I don't know how many pages I'm gonna use for this planning. And then at the end I have the grid spacing, where I always go to when I need some space references. And then the last page is where I'm gonna put a note to myself. I've got these 2 spaces, one for a picture of the beginning of the year, then a picture of the end of the year, of myself. And here I'm gonna put a note to myself, to future me, in this little cute envelope that I made. And I included a phrase written by myself, which is, in the end of this journal, be kind and be grateful for the one you once were. And this is it. If you use some of these ideas in your own bullet journal, please let me know. I would love to see it, okay? So thanks for watching. I'm really happy to know that you guys are here with me. Please come back soon because I'll have another video for you. And bye-bye for now. Be safe.